Hello my lovely Trails fans, welcome to our next episode of Trails in the Sky. Okay then, so we are back in our hometown of Rolent, so let's go ahead and see what is going on with the people of Rolent. So, the ring that flew away, the holy proof of our love, our precious engagement ring has been stolen by a black devil. Please give your aid to we poor lost sheep, we will be waiting in the chapel. I'm wondering if they're the two that were planning on getting engaged in the last game. Currently, the Fisherman's Guild is searching for hidden fishing spots across the Rolent region. We will gladly recruit anyone from master fishers to professional investigators. I know it's a bit far, but I'll be waiting at Garuna Gate. A dangerous monster, Wisdom, has been sighted on the Elise Highway, and Giant Foot. So 2 months of killing quests. I want you to check just how much the fog covers. The most efficient way to go about it is to check the Elise Highway to the south, the Milch Main Road to the west, and the Malga Trail to the north. Try to see how far the fog reaches along all 3 roads. It's getting harder to see what's in front of you by the day, so proceed carefully with your investigation. Okay, we just have our friends there. I can't remember which direction the Garuna Gate is actually in. So the Rolent Landing Port is there, Malga Trail. So I'm probably going to head to the Malga Trail first, because there is at least a farm there with some people for us to talk to. This fog is ridiculous, it came out of nowhere. Well, I guess nature is prone to whimsy. Handling that is part of the job for us in the timber industry. Oh, if it isn't Estelle. It's been a while, ever since you went off on that training trip, right? Hi Elga, long time no see. Welcome back. So if Sherazad's with you, does that mean you're in the middle of some work for the guild? Yeah, a bit. I heard from Aina that the 2 of you are working pretty hard. Especially you, Estelle. Word is you've been solving lots of cases and you're even a full bracer now. Quite a bit of success for such a short time. I can't help but be nostalgic for the days you were complaining about training because you hated paper tests though. Hey Elga. Ixnay on the Etstay. Now, what is there to hide? Certainly your paper tests were appalling like no other bracer before, but you've always been top in the practicals. What a very Estelle-like episode. Sorry. I suppose yammering on about the past like this is proof I'm getting old. Anyway, putting that aside, did you find out anything about Joshua's whereabouts? I've looked a lot, but I still haven't really found anything. I see. I guess he won't be that easy to find. I admit I was worried when I heard from Cassius, but from the looks of it, Estelle, you seem to be hanging in there. But if it gets hard, come on by any time. If you're okay with it, Stella and I would be glad to hear you out. Elga. Yeah, thanks. I'll definitely take you up on that. Stop by any time. I'll have lots of good equipment ready and waiting for you. Don't hold it in, if you need to talk, come anytime. Even if you just need equipment or something, I'll have lots of high quality gear ready and waiting for you. Talking about equipment, we've got some money here, let's see if we can't buy some upgrades. And hopefully don't get bankrupt in the progress. We'll buy the other pieces of gear later on. Okay, so let's see, ATS. I get some defense out of it, but ATS I lose a lot. Although I do get good speed, and apparently speed is really good in this game, so let's go ahead and get a couple of these. Definitely need to start doing some quests. Okay, these are an upgrade. Let's just buy 4 of these as well, I suppose. Black Bangle prevents sleep. That's going to be useful, I'm sure. Okay. So that should work out for us for a little bit. Let's go ahead and equip everything on everybody. Yeah, I don't like the fact that it's taking my my art speed down, but... Wait, was that not... Oh, probably want to keep those crystal heals on for now. coat. Oh yeah, we didn't read the descriptions. A thin whip woven from metal thread, an army coat with ceramic plates sewn into the chest. Let's give you the spike gear. Oh, we got a long barrel too, don't we? Let's go ahead and give you that. Spike gear, serum coat. That just kind of puts his speed up, and not really by that much. I think it should be okay. Verge, noblewoman's sword, adorned with silver, the symbol of purity. Oh, we need to give Olivia his dragoon, a Verne Company gun developed for assault cavalry. Let's go see Stella. Oh my! Oh my goodness, if it isn't Estelle! My, and looking closely, Shera's with her too? Heya, been a while. Indeed, it has. Aw, it really has. I've been pretty frustrated, you know. After all, I kept hearing rumours you were back, but I couldn't meet you in person. Sorry, Stella. Well, Estelle's been preoccupied with a few things. Mind forgiving her? Don't you worry about that. Even this old lady knows that much. I was a bit worried when I heard about Joshua, but it looks like you're giving it your best, Estelle. Yeah, somehow. Well, putting that aside, Estelle. What? Why are you staring at me? I brushed my teeth and washed my face. I know I did, I swear. I even got behind the ears. Oh, it's just wonderful. What is this skirt? It's just perfect on you. It matches that feeling of being an energetic young woman. You think so? Shera bought this for me in the capital. It was a present for becoming a full bracer. Very nice, Shera. You've got good taste. I'm glad you like it, ma'am. Your attitude reveals itself in your clothing. Yes. Looks like you'll do wonderfully as a full bracer. My sloppy, dirty little Estelle's become this clean and sharp. Oh, this old lady is going to cry. I didn't think she'd cry over a skirt. If she saw you dressed up for a wedding, she'd probably collapse on the spot. Even you're working so diligently, Estelle. You've got such a perfectly lovely, clean outfit. I feel relieved somehow. She was happy to see us, that's for sure. Okay, nothing really behind here. Can enter the sewers already? I'm tempted to do that, just in case there's any secret quests down there that we need to check out. Ah, Estelle! Everyone! Listen, Papa's such a meanie. He said I can't go outside today. I told him it's just a little fog, but he won't listen at all. Papa told me not to go outside at all today. Papa, you meanie. Ah, Estelle, Sherazade. I haven't seen either of you in ages. Have you been well? Pretty much, yeah. We've been busy, needless to say. I see. I'm glad you're both well. Looks like you're both doing good jobs as bracers. Well, you know, doing what I can. It seems like the Rolent Guildhouse has been hit hard with personnel shortages lately. I hope you can give them the hand they need in your father's absence, Estelle. The Rolent Guildhouse seems to really be hurting for bodies of late. After all, Cassius isn't a bracer anymore, and Sherazade's been away too. Now that you both are back in town, you'd better fill in a bit, alright? Looks like people are back to giving us 2 conversation topics now, so we'll go ahead and start talking to them twice. Fremont, my husband, has been killing himself at work trying to please my father until recently, but now it seems like he's been able to relax his pace and work more comfortably. He's also getting along much better with father. My father's finally accepted my husband as of late. Things are going so well, I'm almost scared for the other shoe to drop. My husband's been at the mine for 4 days now. This is about when my Anya starts to get a little hard to handle since she wants to see her daddy so much. Maybe it's because she sees him so little, but she adores her father. I'm glad we're a happy family, ultimately, even if Gaten has to be absent so often. Maybe it's because she sees him so little, but my Anya adores her father. 15 years since I married him, and I still don't feel tired of it at all. Daddy's really busy with work right now. Aw, I haven't seen Daddy in forever. The picnic was so fun too. I want to go back to the farm with Daddy again. Oh, I haven't seen Daddy in forever. I want to see Daddy soon. And then I want to go on another picnic. The next destination is probably going to be this store. Oh, Estelle, you finally came back? Yep, it's been ages, Renan. So I heard you went off to do some training somewhere nuts. How'd that turn out? Oh boy, it went great. Wait, when did I tell you about my training, Renan? Don't underestimate neighborhood gossip. I'm pretty sure everyone knows you went out to train at least. I should have seen that coming. It's business as usual in Roland. By the way, this weather sure is weird, huh? I heard the bows-bound passenger ships are all grounded. Yeah, we also got stopped by that. Well, since we're stuck here, we plan on investigating this fog. The guild would also like to get a better picture of the situation. Gotcha. That's encouraging to hear. Just be careful. Something's strange about this fog. It doesn't feel normal. Yes, we'll be careful. Yeah. See you, Renan. My mum came back out on the last scheduled liner from the capital, but wouldn't you know it, she brought home some woman I've never seen before in my life. She said they'd met on the airship, but since this is my mum we're talking about here, that's totally suspicious. Did she seriously find a wife for me to marry? I'm probably just being paranoid, but then again... Ooh, a new issue of the Labelle News. To be fair though, the woman she brought back seems to be quite a nice girl. Knows a lot about tea. Let's go ahead and read the new book we just got. Labelle News. Okay. The Intelligence Division resurfaces. Former Captain Amalthea captured. Remnants of the former ID unit once again shook the capital. Rising up in the harbour block, they took Duke Doonan captive and began an assault on the castle. However, after a tense battle involving Braces and the Royal Guard, their rampage was halted, the Duke rescued and all involved were arrested. Following Amalthea's capture, all central coup d'etat members have now been secured. Biding their time. According to the Bracer Guild's investigation, after the coup d'etat, former Captain Amalthea's group had been in hiding in the abandoned Ravenue mine, seeking the Duke's release from house arrest as an opportunity. They rose up again and returned to the capital. Fox falls to the Falcom. The former captain's force set off and set their plan in motion by activating a tank they had developed in secret before the coup d'etat. In order to use the tank in their plans, the former ID unit needed a high-output orbital engine, such as a new model developed for the Arceli. Amalthea, aka the Fox, executed a successful plan to steal one of the new models from the harbour, and the uprising was well underway before a joint force of Braces and Royal Guard managed to avert disaster. Giant shadow sighted, related to the case? On the night of the ID incident, several persons reported seeing a giant shadow fly off from the harbour. As it's currently under investigation, the Labelle News was unable to obtain any meaningful info regarding it. Foreign Affairs. Pact signing ceremony nears a historic day approaches tomorrow. Ceremony nears a historic day. There need to be a comma or a period there or something. Guests from all over the continent have been arriving, and security preparations at the Royal Villa are complete. The weather for the day of the signing is forecast to be beautiful. The stage for peace is set. May the goddess bless this event. Society. Threat letter. Crime of pleasure. Threat letters were delivered to a number of organisations related to the Pact, including the Labelle News. While a connection to the Intelligence Division was suspected for a time, as there were no specific damages, it is being viewed as nothing but a crime of pleasure. Society. Capture Sky Bandits steal own airship. The Sky Bandits, the gang which rocked the world with the Lind case, have reappeared after their escape during the coup d'etat. In a daring move, the bandits infiltrated their old base in the Nerble Valley, currently used by the Royal Army, and stole back their airship, the Bobcat. The Royal Army is once again in pursuit of these slippery criminals. I've decided to take Miss Bloom up on her offer and stay with them for a while. I'd like to help out at the store too if I can. I work at the department store in the capital, so I'm sure I can handle dealing with customers. I'll be here until the scheduled liners resume. I plan to help out with the store as much as I can. They've been so kind to me, so it's only right that I help. I met this lovely young lady on the airship. Unfortunately, due to this fog, she can't go to her destination. I felt bad for her, so until the ships are moving again, I welcomed her into my home. We should help one another out when times are tough. Apparently that girl intends to go to Bose. The scheduled liner stopping is quite the trouble for people. For now, she's been welcomed into our home. Oh, she's been sneaky, getting them working together, and they might fall in love. Oh hey, he's back. Estelle and Sherazade, how was it going? It's been a while. Good to see you're well. You too, Freddy. Looks like you finished your training over in Zeiss, huh? Looking forward to seeing what you've learned. Yeah, of course. Just say the word. I'll tune anything you've got to perfection with the techniques I learned over at the Central Factory. If you need to tune your augments, say the word anytime. I'll tune anything you've got to perfection with the techniques I learned at the Central Factory. Let's see what he's got then. So, quartz. I want to try and at least get one of each. I don't know if there's another achievement for that in this game. Let's get an attack 3. I can afford it. A seal. Oof, my evades are getting low. I've got 2 evade 2s, but no 2 evade 3s, but no evade 2s. I might wait until later on in the game to get one of those just to keep some of the wind in me. I'll probably do the same with Impede 1 as well. Actions are really important. Let's just see what I've got down here as well to get. Hit 3. Let's go and get one of those. Strike. Critically strike with 10% success. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Could come in useful. Let's go ahead and get one of those. Now move 2. And an action 3. Okay, I'm gonna fiddle around with the augments a little later on. It's not like we're gonna end up dying if I don't do it now. Ah, Estelle, Shara. Hiya, Claire. Have you been a good girl? I'm always a good girl. Oh yeah, Estelle? I heard Josh was working on his own now, but my killer reporting instincts are telling me that's misinformation, isn't it? He's really fighting some evil organization all on his own and you're trying to find him, right? Ugh, killer instinct nothing. How does she do that? Yeah, that's how this story should go. After all, a normal story just wouldn't fit Joshua. Joshua's secretly infiltrating an evil organization's base all on his own. Ah, he's so cool. Anyway, I bet you two were on a passenger ship and got stuck here, right? Yeah, actually. You've always been so good at figuring out what's going on, Claire. There hasn't been much to figure out with Miss Cassius gone for so long. Well, good luck, you two. I expect the biggest scoops. She's going to be a great journalist one day. Which reminds me, I forgot to speak to this guy. Oh, Estelle, and you've got Sherazade with you too. It's been a while. You seem well, sir. Same as always. Yeah, of course, I'm not going to lose to you youngsters yet. Fred is back from his training in Zeiss after all. If you've got any new model augments to tune, leave it to him. Freddy's back from his training in Zeiss after all. Ask him to tune any of those new model augments you got. Let's head on over into the cafe. Look, man, the fog out there's crazy. I'm kind of worried now if I'll be able to get to the mine. Anyway, I'd better finish eating and get going. That guy is always eating. It was so clear, yet why this sudden fog? It feels like the trick of some naughty spirit out of a fairy tale. Ah, Estelle! And Shara's with you too? Well, hello, Eliza. You doing alright? It's been a while, Eliza. Yay, you came back from training. I was worried. You haven't been to visits at all. Work's been kinda hectic, and I've had to travel about the regions. That's why I'm a bit late on my return. Oh, so you are busy? I thought so. That's right. I heard your training was done in a different country, huh? Oh, that's so cool. You braces sure do get around. Come on, it's not a big deal. It may have been in a different nation, but it was just a guild facility. Well, thanks to that, I have definitely had a chance to get a fresh start and really put myself into it. A fresh start, huh? Maybe that skirt is a reflection of your dedication. Ah, you noticed, huh? Does it look weird? What are you saying? It looks great. It's a very cute design, but it also looks easy to move in. Yeah, it's perfect on you, Estelle. Thanks, Eliza. I'm sure you have a lot on your mind with what's going on with Joshua, but keep on staying positive. That's the most like you, I think, Estelle. Yeah, I'll do my best. Anyway, take it easy today. If you'd like, try the new recipes I've come up with. Three-eyed soup. See what else she's got. Spiral noodles, we'll grab one of those. 10-stack crepe, we'll grab one of those. Bone bouillon, we'll grab one of those. Hey Faulkner. Sherazade? When did you get back? Aw, did you miss me? Well, I figure I'd be dragging Aina in to drink at some point, so see you then. We'll be waiting. As always, she is feared. Faulkner, I understand your plight. Sherazade brought Aina in to drink. I might need to take 2, maybe 3 days off from the store. Hey Estelle, Sherazade, been a while. Yeah, it has. How's business? Great, as always, mornings have been killer. I'm really glad the new dishes Eliza came up with are popular, it's a big help. Anyway, come on by and have a drink once you're off work. Still though, the fog today's awful. We just rushed to put weather sealant on our first floor. Well, it's not stopping our business. Now then, I should get to checking the books. Oh, hello, you two. It really has been some time. Hello, Tabitha. You look like you're doing well. Yes, decently enough. If you'd like, have something to eat while you're here. The new dish Eliza came up with has quite the reputation for being delicious. Ah, I'd love to have that. I've really been looking forward to trying out her cooking. Can't wait for you to try it. That girl's been wanting to see you for some time now, Estelle. While you're enjoying your meal, go and say hi. Actually, I already did. Oh, is that so? Do stop in from time to time, please. You're always welcome, Estelle. Seems like you're going to be busy, but come by and visit if you get the chance. You're always welcome, Estelle. Oh, it's the cat lady. The one that was like really flirtatious with Joshua. How in the name of heck can she sleep like that in this situation? Now, where are those 2 kids off? I wonder who has Luke taken after to be so unruly. He ran out without even eating breakfast. He's even started to learn to use a sword, but he hasn't improved at all. He's too impatient. And to think Ashton was such a calm and steadfast boy. I'm sure it's hard on my son, Ashton, who is trying to teach him swordsmanship. Yes, my grandson is a bit of a handful. Oh really, my husband's shuffling his books around again! He has a huge pile of books he just picked up on impulse. If he's going to throw them out, he may as well give them to people so that it's not a waste. So here, I'll give this to you. Nice. Oh really, my husband's shuffling his books around again. And on top of that, he found some old scrap of paper and just started smiling weirdly. This humidity must be making moss grow on his brain. The fog is still awful today. It seemed like the humidity might hurt my books, so I rushed to get them packed away. In the middle of it all, though, I found something really nostalgic. It's a ticket to an old circus performance from 10 years ago. I put this inside this book as a memory of my first date with my wife. Man oh man, the memories. Sarah was so pretty back then. Not that she's any less pretty now, mind you. An old circus troupe used to come by here all the time. It's been years since they've been here, though. It's a shame. I'd love to see them again. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Let's see, where's our next destination? Here's the kids. What? Estelle? Estelle, hi! Volume, guys. I can hear you just fine without the yelling. So, looks like you both really missed me. Luke? No, I wasn't waiting for you. You just surprised me by showing up like this is all. Huh? Luke, you just told me the other day you couldn't wait for Estelle to... Shut up, you dummy. Aw, Luke, you're adorable. Come on now, give old big sis Estelle a hug. Gah, don't say it like that. That sounds weird. Besides, don't tell me you forgot. Our duel. Come on, Estelle, duel me. What? A duel? Are you for real, kiddo? Look at this fog. You guys need to scoot on home. You dummy, this fog's why I want to duel now. It'd be a climactic duel in the fog. Isn't that just the coolest? And that's how I know you're both still kids. There is absolutely nothing cool about making the people you love worry. Have you forgotten what happened at the Asmelis Tower? How worried everyone was? If you want to be a big man, first you make sure you aren't going to cause anyone to worry by being out. If you can't look after yourself, you definitely can't hope to help anyone else. I think you're old enough to get what I mean, right? Show me you've grown up a little bit at least. Fine, I get it. We'll duel later. Sorry, Estelle. We'll go home before it gets too dark. Please do that, Pat. It's a promise between friends, okay? Uh-huh, okay. Whatever, just don't forget our duel. Of course, of course. We'll have our big final showdown once the fog's cleared. Yeah, it's a promise. I gotta get home while it's still light out. Don't forget about our duel. You promised. We'll go home while it's still light out, like you said, Estelle. I'll make sure Luke goes with me, so don't worry. Okay, we're gonna kind of head to the chapel / mayor's house very soon. Just checking, make sure there's nobody up here. Never thought passenger ships would just stop. Well, with a bracer along, nothing to fear from a little walking tour. It's nice to have braces at a time like this. I don't even want to think about walking out in the fog on my own. I've urgent business in the capital. I absolutely must get there. This is my chance to get a big contract. I can't let it slip by me. Ah, Estelle and Shara. Ah, hello, Ridge. Hey, Ridge. Hey, Estelle. Think we last saw each other when you went off to train, right? I heard from Aina. Already on the job, huh? Yeah, pretty much. You make it sound like you've already tied up Ridge. Yeah, I've got some clients who really need to get to Gransel on urgent business. Since it doesn't look like the passenger ships are going anywhere soon, I'll be escorting them. Going back the way we just came, huh? Visibility on the road is just as bad. You'll need to pay plenty of attention as you go. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be careful. Anyhow, good luck with your mission, you two. You too, Ridge. Good luck with that escort job. Thanks. I'll make sure they get there to become repeat customers, don't you worry. As soon as the rest of my clients are here, we're off for the capital. Like Sherazed, it's getting hard to see after all. I'll keep my guard up as I go, don't worry. Hopefully we won't get a side quest later on to go and save them. Why, Estelle and Sherazade, welcome to Hotel Roland. Will the four of you be staying? No, we're not. We just came by to see how things are. I'm sure there is much danger on the highways in these circumstances. Please, do not push yourself too hard. I have no recollection of a fog this thick ever descending on Roland. I am sure the highways must be most dangerous with vision so reduced. Please do not push yourself too hard. Wow, what a nice room. It just chases the exhaustion right away. The airship company's taking care of the lodging from what I understand. They said it'd be free, so I wasn't expecting much, but I didn't think we'd stay at such a nice hotel. Is that really okay? I feel like I seriously lucked out. I've got a bit of urgent business in Bose, you see. I'm planning to return to the capital and take the reverse-bound ship. We'll have a bracer as escort, so we should be able to get there on foot. We're staying here tonight. Yay! Phew, they got this room for us, so that's a relief. As I'd expect from the company, they really responded well. That's good that they're being taken care of. Ah, that wonderful evening during the birthday celebration. Ellie, every time I see your face, the emotions from that night come flooding back. We gaze at each other underneath the lights of the stars and the fireworks. I put my dedication into words and conveyed them to you. May I have a moment? Oh, who might you be? I'm with the Bracer Guild. You're Armand, right? I saw your request on the bulletin board. Ah, you really came. Thank you, I've been waiting so long. This is wonderful, Armand. I'm so happy. Ah, Ellie. Why is your heart so beautiful? Even though I am the cause of your suffering. Don't say that, Armand. I know best just how hard this is on you. We promised on that night, didn't we? That you and I, no matter what, we would hold hands and live out our days together, good and bad. Oh, I love you, Ellie. And I you, Armand. Didn't you have some kind of request? Ah? That's right, the request. Well, to make it short, this request is so important that it directly affects our future. In fact, I'd like you to start investigating immediately if you can. Can you? Yep, we're all squared away. Really? Bless you, Braces. Bless your loving hearts. How wonderful, Armand. I'm so happy. Ah, Ellie. Why is your heart so beautiful? Oh, Armand. So, about that request. Pardon us. Yes, let me explain. Yes, please do, as simply and swiftly as possible. What I'd like to ask you all is nothing less than finding our engagement ring. I scraped and saved up all the mirror I could to get a really nice ring, but then... That cursed crow snatched it from me. Crow? You mean like the bird, right? Yes, the ones that go caw and bring suffering to those in love. One of those dastardly things flew off with our ring in its mouth. Ha! Well, crows are known to have an eye for anything shiny. A sparkling ring sounds just like their idea of a new toy. Her ring's probably in some bird's nest by now, huh? And you want us to find it? Please. I'm well aware of how much of a challenge this is. Even so, I dearly hope you'll find it somehow. I mean, I want to find it too, but we don't have a whole lot of info to work with here. Just knowing a crow took it isn't all that much. Do you have any more clues? Well, I have some idea of where its nest is. I'm pretty sure it's north of Rolent. The crow flew off towards the Malga Trail after it was done plundering our hopes and dreams. I would have given chase, but with the fog and all. I see. So the nest's probably to the north. We'll take that under advisement. Anyway, seems we have no choice but to investigate places where the nest is likely to be. Not much else we can do, really. This looks like a job that's going to require a lot of finesse and patience. We have no choice but to rely on the guild at this point. Please, please do everything you can. You Braces are our only hope. Please, you must find it. We'll do whatever we can. We'll come back and report once we know more. We'll be right here. Our hope and our future rests with you. Good luck. Well then, Braces, please take care of the ring for me. If you find anything out, come here again. We'll be waiting right here. I'm sure it'll be a hard mission, but I hope you'll give it your best. So these are the two that we've been following around in the last game. Oh, Estelle and Sherazade. It has been a while. Have you been doing well? Ah, yeah, it has been a while, huh? We're fine. I'm glad to see you're looking good too, Father. Welcome home, you two. Right now, Rolent is locked away by fog. Even seeing your immediate surroundings is quite difficult. However, there are things that can be seen precisely because one cannot see them with the eye. Not to be tossed about by an ever-changing outside world, but to quietly speak to the self. Spend your days like that and the fog will become an ally instead of an enemy. I understood like 30% of that. His words are always rich with meaning. There are things that can be seen precisely because one cannot see them with the eye. Not to be tossed about by an ever-changing outside world, but to quietly speak to the self. Today the church was engulfed in a fog so thick it seemed like something out of a dream. It was so beautiful. But I guess this isn't really the time for admiring the darn thing. Today the church was engulfed in a fog. It would have been perfect if the fog had cleared quickly. The fog today reminded me that a few parts of the clock tower are getting a bit rusty, so I decided to come talk to the mayor immediately. No point in waiting, as they say. I came by to talk to the mayor about parts of the clock tower. Well, we're done for now, so I was just on my way out. Go on, have a word with the man. Oops. Ah, Estelle, Sherazade, hello. Hey, Mayor Klaus. Sorry we've been kinda missing for a while. And Princess Claudia? I'm glad to see you in good health. Thank you, Mayor Klaus. You as well. It's good to see you well, Mayor. Well, seeing both of you does me well, if nothing else. You are both a source of pride for Rolent. So what brings you home? Work as always, I suspect? Well, sorta. Estelle explained how her group was stopped in Rolent by the fog, while in transit to Bose. Ah, I see. You're victims of this cursed fog as well, It seems I was right to delay my trip to Gransel. Huh? What were you going to do there? Wait, the capital? Were you invited to the non-aggression pact signing, Mayor? Whoa, the signing ceremony? Really? Yes I was. All of the leaders of the provinces were invited to attend, but the state of the regions we govern must come first. I can hardly leave Rolent when this is going on. No kidding. Guess it's not all roses and sunshine for you either. Regardless, I intend to make sure nothing befalls Rolent during this. If any trouble should arise, I will doubtlessly need the guild's help to deal with it. I hope you'll be willing to help, friends. Of course. Leave it to us, my good man. One cannot help but feel the gentle hand of Adios on our shoulders that we should be here now. You have my thanks. If anything comes up, just contact the guild house. Aina will know where to find us. If the time comes, I shall. Having the passenger airliners grounded entirely makes this an emergency. I'm sorry, but I hope we can count on your aid for the moment. Hi, ma'am. Hello, ma'am, it's been a while. Why, Estelle, Sherazade. It certainly has. Are you working right now? Yeah, we're gonna patrol the highways a little bit. I see. Do be careful. You've seen what's happening to the town. The fog outside is terrible. We've never experienced weather like this before. Why does my heart tremble with unease so? I'm sure the fog outside is terrible, so be careful. We've never experienced weather like this before. Why does my heart tremble with unease? So busy. There are so many guests today. I need to serve tea, but the cleaning needs to get done too. Clean, carry the tea, clear that, clean again. Round and around it goes. The mistress's tea really is amazing though. A sip of the mistress's tea will warm you right up. It seems like there's some kind of secret to that tea. Oh, but right, I need to hurry up and serve it. Quick look upstairs to see if they have any extra guests. Doesn't look like they are. There's the save that the Sepith or whatever it was got stolen from in the last game. Okay, last destination is going to be the landing port. Here's the guy that likes to watch girls all day. 72, 80, 75. Today's okay. Oh. Blue socks worn high. And a tidy, trim, elegant white skirt. Am I dreaming? That this is the Genis Royal Academy uniform, and you've got the perfect air of refinement to match. Milady, you're incredible. A perfect 100, no question. Thank you? For the love of Adios, leave Chloe alone, you maniac. You have no idea what you're even doing. You're never going to change your spots, are you? Maybe I'll change something, like your face, with my staff. Oh hey Estelle, welcome back. You're getting more and more beautiful every time I lay eyes on you. Seriously, you're really coming into your own, and I know you ain't done growing yet. Setting aside the fact that people have killed for less, do you really have the time for your shenanigans? The airships aren't running and you seem kinda busy, all told. Oh, come on Estelle, don't cramp my style now. This is the secret to enjoying this job as long as I have. Still though, this fog is insane, man. I wonder how many girls I've missed in this mess. Well, with a one-track mind like yours, at least there isn't much to waste. The Genis uniform is cute no matter how many times I see it. It was worth wading through the fog today. Landing an airship's a contest of teamwork. The control tower folk, us engineers and the ship crew, all three of us need to do our jobs perfectly. If we're not perfectly in sync, there's no way an airship can land safely. The control tower folk, us engineers and the ship crew. There's stuff I'd like to see in Rolent, sure. But what the heck kind of pictures am I supposed to take in fog like this? But just hanging around the Hotel Roland would get boring really quickly. This is bad. The stuff I'd like to see in Rolent, sure. Man oh man, I have no idea what to do stopping in Rolent like this. Guess I've got to delay my trip to see the Harkin Gate. Ooh, adios. The landing's just about made me die for a heart attack, I tell you. We managed it, though, even though visibility was practically nothing. Captain Petrov is a hero for succeeding at landing in these conditions. He's got guts of steel. So I don't mind admitting that I just about lost my mind during that landing attempt. That was harrowing. Captain Petrov is a hero for succeeding at landing in these conditions. I put all my hopes, my dreams, my money into this Bose trip. Even nature itself conspires against my quest. Nature! Anton, spitting at the heavens isn't gonna get us anywhere. Let's go to the Bracer Guild house for now and talk about where we go from there. We might be able to secure a ground route to Bose if we're lucky. Anton is very upset with nature at the moment, it seems. Well, that is everybody spoken to in Rolent. So thanks for hanging around everybody for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed catching up on everyone's stories. I think we're going to head on to the Malga Trail on the next episode. But for now, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so you know when the next episode is going to come out. Feel free to leave a comment on the video and head on over to my Twitter so you can stay up to date for news on the channel. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.